This is Dabu 7. We have the CIA director, Mike Pompeo, putting out a warning saying that he believes China is the biggest threat to the United States and the world at this point, above Russia, Iran. This is interesting because here recently he was warning that WikiLeaks was wanting to take out the United States any way they could. This is setting the stage, ladies and gentlemen, for a huge event. And I feel this is all pushing for division in America, chaos, even across Europe. You've seen that with Soros, the migrants. You've seen it here in America. I think the whole thing with Trump is the same way. Whole thing within our government, the firing of people, the former CIA chief calling for a coup, refusal of orders if he fires Mueller. I think all this is hinged on chaos. Matter of fact, that is their motto. Order out of chaos, you see? And when you realize this and that it's not just a conspiracy theory, that it's real, on how they control the masses, you start to see what's going on here. Now, without going deep into the occult, what they're worshiping, because I've talked about that in a dozen different videos, and I will continue to, but to keep it short and to the point here, he is saying China is the big threat. He also hints that working with Russia is something they need to continue to do militarily. And there may be more than meets the eye to this whole thing with Russia and the United States than people even ever realize. Could have been this whole time. I'm going to talk about that more in upcoming videos on this world stage, because that's what it is. But he does make one other comment that stands out. He says that Russia, China, Iran, those players are like long-term threats, but he labels two short-term. And I think that this is very telling coming from this man. And you have to pay attention to these little things that are ticker-taped in there. The timelines, the timing. It may not be an exact date, but it shows that not too far off in the future, they expect two fronts to be dealt with and basically ended. Those are terrorism in North Korea. No mention of Ukraine, no mention Libya, no mention Syria. So, knowing there's no terrorism going on inside of North Korea, that's not the issue. The issue that they have is just the regime in North Korea. It really does seem, also with rumors of troops been training with upper brass of the military in South Korea, it seems like they're gearing up for something there big. And North Korea could be launching another ICBM or testing another rocket here at any minute. How many times is that going to go down before they step up and do something? You see, so I really think that the whole thing with North Korea is going to come to a head sooner than later. And that Trump, trying to hold that meeting with Xi Jinping, he told them, we need your help, and was trying to pressure them. And then China was like, look, we think trying to pressure them too much is going to be disastrous, and we don't want to do that. So, behind the scenes, I'm not sure how this is really going to unfold, because China's not happy about the THAAD. Not two, 6 of them that are there. And they're still there. China, obviously, key in this whole world stage. Going to talk about this more later, but I just wanted to point out what he said about that, and that the short term had to do with North Korea. He just so subtly dropped it out there. I'll leave a link. I'll continue to update with more as things change. This is Dabu 7. And this is Killuminati.